Violent video games? Do they really turn people into monsters? It's easy to blame video games for the world's problems, but what if we're looking in the wrong place? In this video, we're going to reveal the real impact of violent games on society, and more importantly, what's truly behind aggressive behavior. Get ready to uncover a side of this story that no one is talking about. Stick around until the end, because the problem with violent video games goes far beyond what you think. It's not just about blood and explosions on the screen. It's something deeper that's affecting our real lives, and few have the courage to discuss it. Let's bust the myth and expose the truth. In recent years, the media and society have blamed violent video games for a range of issues, from increasing youth aggression to extreme acts of violence. But are we really attacking the right villain? In reality, studies show that the link between violent games and aggressive behavior isn't as clear as it seems. While some point to a correlation, most research doesn't find a direct connection between playing these games and committing violent acts. For instance, countries like Japan and South Korea, where video games are extremely popular, have significantly lower rates of violence compared to countries where violent games are less consumed. This suggests that the problem isn't in the games, but in something far more complex and deep-rooted that needs to be addressed. Let's be honest, violent games can indeed spike momentary excitement and adrenaline levels. However, these effects are temporary and don't turn gamers into criminals. The real question we need to consider is the social, familial, and psychological context of the individual. Children and teens who grow up in abusive, neglectful, or emotionally unsupportive environments are far more likely to exhibit aggressive behavior than those who play video games. Moreover, violent games often serve as a safe outlet for frustrations and daily stress. Instead of encouraging violence, these games can help channel emotions in a controlled and safe manner. For many, it's a way to disconnect from real-world problems rather than creating them. Another crucial point is the education and culture surrounding gamers. In families where there's open dialogue and parents are actively involved in their children's lives, the perception of violent games is very different. Parents who explain the difference between game fiction and reality can help their kids develop a critical sense of what's acceptable in real life. On the other hand, when education fails and there's a lack of moral values, games can be misinterpreted as a representation of real life. In this case, the issue isn't the game, but the lack of guidance and boundaries. It's a reflection of our society, where we increasingly leave the responsibility of educating to technology without supervision and without dialogue. It might be surprising, but violent games also have benefits. Many of them stimulate logical thinking, quick decision-making, and teamwork skills, all valuable in real life. Additionally, these games can create a sense of community among players, allowing them to connect and cooperate with people worldwide. When well managed, games can become educational tools and promote social development. The key is balance and understanding the difference between a game and real life. This distinction is often lost in a society looking for a scapegoat for deeper problems. Now let's get to the real issue. The violence we see on the streets, in schools, and in homes is not a product of games, but of a society that's failing to care for its individuals. Mental health problems, lack of psychological support, social inequality, and abuse are the roots of violence, not video games. By focusing on games as villains, we avoid facing these problems head-on. We need to invest in mental health, provide family support, and create safe environments for children and teens. We need public policies that truly address the causes of violence and don't blame something that is mostly just a form of entertainment. The media plays a huge role in perpetuating the myth that violent games are responsible for violence. By focusing on sensational headlines, we divert attention from real issues. It's easier to blame a game than to thoroughly investigate the causes of violent behavior. This creates moral panic and misinformation, making it harder to find real solutions. As a society, we need to question these narratives and seek to understand the full context. Instead of demonizing games, we should use them as an opportunity to start conversations about mental health, behavior, and the importance of healthy environments for development. Violent games are not the real enemy. They are just part of an entertainment culture that reflects our own fears, anxieties, and desires. If we truly want to fight violence, we need to look beyond video games and focus on creating a more just, healthy, and balanced society. Let's stop looking for scapegoats and start seeking real solutions. And the next time someone blames the games, remember, the problem lies within us, in the lack of support, dialogue, and a structure that helps people grow in a healthy way. If you enjoyed this video and believe we need to discuss the real causes of violence, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Here, we'll keep debunking myths, bringing real information, and questioning the narratives pushed on us. Leave a like, comment below your thoughts on this topic, and share with your friends. Your opinion matters and helps drive this conversation forward. Together, we can change this story.